Hello everyone! In this video, I will be taking a look back at Fortnite's Chapter 5 Season 3. At the time of writing, the season is set to end in less than a week. I'll be discussing how it started, any small events or collabs, my favorite and least favorite aspects, and anything else in between. I will be primarily focusing on the Battle Royale mode. Without further ado, let's get started. Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 3 began on May 24th. After Hope and Jones defeated the Olympian gods, Zeus, in one final attempt to claim victory, used a statue at Mount Olympus to strike Pandora's box 3 times, to unleash the Wanderer. In doing so, a sandstorm appeared on the southern part of the island, bringing the Wasteland Warriors with it. The Wasteland Warriors, and their Wasteland aesthetic, brought with them an entire fleet, leading to the theme of the season, Wrecked. The aesthetic is a post-apocalyptic wasteland with custom vehicles. The season also borrows a lot of content from the Fallout series. Most of the map stayed the same, with a large desert being added to the southern portion of the island, and part of the center changing into a dry plain biome, rather than a grassy one. 4 named locations were added: Brutal Beachhead, Nitro Dome, Redline Rig, and Sandy Steps. About halfway through the season, a lake in the center of the island dried out, adding a new location, Shipwreck Shallows. A bunch of new weapons and mechanics were added, including the Boom Bolt, Nitro Fists, Nitro, Magneto Power, and, more importantly, the vehicle mods. Vehicles have long been a movement tool in Fortnite, and while modding them with off-road tires and cow catchers were pre-established mechanics, they became even more prominent via vehicle mod boxes located throughout the map. The mods include machine gun and grenade launcher turrets, spike bumpers, cow catchers, and bulletproof and off-road tires. The first event of the season was a Metallica event, beginning on June 13th, where players could purchase a Metallica bundle, containing skins and matching cosmetics for all 4 Metallica members, available until the end of the season. Added in Battle Royale was a Metallica Island and the Ride the Lightning item, allowing players to turn into a bolt of lightning. Next, while not exclusively Battle Royale, the Reload game mode was added. Here, players land on a smaller island similar to the earlier chapters and seasons. Instead of being eliminated, players continuously reload until every member of their duo or squad is defeated. After this was All Sweat Summer, beginning on July 4th and concluding with the end of the season. Players could complete in-game quests and obtain summer-themed cosmetics. Next is the Pirates of the Caribbean event, Cursed Sails. This was the mini battle pass of the season, similar to the Avatar and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collabs from the previous 2 seasons. Players could buy and play as Jack Sparrow, Elizabeth Swann, Captain Barbossa, and Davy Jones, and complete quests to unlock themed cosmetics and snag the Jack Ship Glider. Released during this event were the Summer Road Trip quests, where players could complete quests to unlock road trip themed cosmetics, most notably the Tesla Cybertruck bundle. Towards the end of the season, on August 6th, the Fall Guys Where We Fallen quests were added, where players could complete Fall Guys themed quests and play a mini version of the game on the Fall Guys mini island, located near Classy Courts. At the time of writing, Hope has gone around and gathered all the Pandora gems, where the Oracle, appearing before her, says that they have a lot of talking to do. This is all to oppose Megalodon and his ally, the Wanderer. During the course of the season, 3 Fortnite crew skins were added: Jing, Persephone, and the Operator. Now, let's go over what I enjoyed. While I wasn't able to play the season as much as I would have liked, since I got a full-time job early in the season, what I did get to play was just pure, unadulterated fun. Seriously, the very first game I played with my duo partner, I was giddy and full of laughter with how absurd and fun shooting people with the vehicle mods was. And it kept up throughout the entire season, with the crazy interactions I would have shooting at people with grenade launchers or simply running them over. I did not initially vibe with the aesthetic of the season or the Battle Pass, since I'm not a fan of the Wasteland aesthetic or the Fallout franchise. However, it eventually grew on me. From the Battle Pass, at first, I only liked the Machinist, since I tend to like female skins more. I gotta say, the grip that this character had on Fortnite artists the first month of the season was unreal. There was so much fan art, I cannot even begin to describe it. So much fan art. Over time, I grew to like the others: Peabody, Ringmaster Scar, and Bright Raider. Especially Peabody. He can be described as the joke skin of the season, but it's just so funny. I mean, just look at him. Earl, whom I believe to be the middle P, looks like a rascal who wants to sell my kidneys. I also really like the loading screens, emotes, and sprays of the aforementioned skins. The bonus reward cosmetics are really cool too, with the black and blue, black and green, and white and purple alternate options being very aesthetically pleasing. Of the Fortnite crew skins, I like Persephone and the Operator, particularly the former. I really dig her vibe and aesthetic, especially her black outfit and pink claws. I also think her design is a nice upgrade from her concept art, where she's mostly the same, save for her footwear. Persephone has these black strapped boots, whereas her art has socks with sandals, which feel very out of place and don't mesh well with the rest of her outfit. While the island didn't change all that much from last season, the desert wasteland area that was added really helped the island feel a lot bigger. However, it didn't feel so big that it was overwhelming, especially with the focus on vehicles. As long as you had a ride, you were able to get around fairly quickly, thanks to Nitro. Everything added to the season felt fresh and changed the gameplay style significantly. Nitro and vehicle mods changed the late game meta of every game. Nitro Fists, Ride the Lightning, and Magneto Power gave way to new movement tools, attacks, and strategies. Something I also appreciated was, while the vehicle modding, Nitro Fists, and Magneto Power were very strong, they were not overpowered, as each has some form of countermeasure to them, such as vehicles being incapacitated with the EMP grenades, and Magneto Power having lots of startup lag. Of the collaboration events this season, I really only like the Fall Guys one. I've never played Fall Guys, but I appreciate it for what it is. Of the skins released this season, my favorites are the Lethal Company employee, Deadpool pen and ink style, and the Dragon Ball Android 17 and 18 and Trunks skins. I do like that the Lethal Company employee was added. It's always great when indie games and the developers are given the recognition they deserve. A strong aspect of the season was the tweaking of quests. A common criticism from players, myself included, of the previous seasons was the nerf to quests and EXP. This season provides a plethora of quests to complete, ranging from daily, weekly, all summer sweat, to reload, each one providing at least 15,000 EXP. Daily quests were altered to function how they did in Chapter 4, where you were given a list of 3 quests that you can complete in a single game, rather than selecting and being limited to one quest, forcing you to play multiple games to simply complete your dailies. Early in the season, the vehicle mods were insanely overpowered, but they were nerfed shortly afterwards. There's no doubt in my mind that this was a response from the developers to the negative community feedback. At the end of the day, the developers of Fortnite are just trying to make money. But I'll give them credit for listening to their fans and adjusting the game balance for the best player experience. Lastly, they changed the Battle Pass exclusive items. On August 7th, Fortnite announced that, starting with Chapter 5 Season 4, Battle Pass items may appear in the shop after 18 months after the season has ended. I think that this is a huge step in the right direction. A number of comments I see in Twitter and Reddit threads are people lampooning the FOMO that they feel from items that can no longer be obtained from previous seasons. It's a tricky line to walk. On one hand, the exclusivity of these items and seasons are what get people to play them, but if players were unable to play the seasons for whatever reason, they miss out on some fun content. I think this is a good change. However, it's not mentioned if cosmetics from previous seasons will be added. Nevertheless, I think this is a good change, and I commend the developers and Epic Games at large for taking this step. Now, moving on to things I didn't enjoy as much. Most of what I didn't enjoy this season came down to personal taste, rather than a genuine dislike or criticism. Like I mentioned before, I'm mostly unfamiliar with the Fallout series, and I'm not a fan of the post-apocalyptic wasteland aesthetic. So things that cater to that more, like Rust, Megalodon, and the T-60 power armor are pretty meh to me. Similarly, the collaboration events with Metallica and Pirates of the Caribbean didn't do anything for me. Magneto being the bonus skin in the season felt cool, but I could take or leave him. Of the 3 Fortnite crew skins, I didn't like Jing. Not because I think it's bad, I do like the different style compared to other crew skins, it's just not for me. While I do like the Bright Raider skin, I wish they had kept her design closer to her concept art, where she's depicted with white and blue hair, sporting a mix of wasteland and an almost alt-girl outfit. She looks like a different person, and I think it's really cool. In-game, she just looks like Bright Bomber wearing a different outfit, which kinda sucks because we already have so many Bright Bomber-based skins. Something I didn't enjoy was the Cybertruck bundle, being that I find Cybertrucks very ugly. I mean, have you seen them in real life? They look like PS1 model cars. That, and I don't like the person they're associated with. Lastly, while I praise the fun and powerful mechanics of items such as the Nitro Fists and Magneto Power, I can admit that they can be a little too much at times. The Nitro Fists encourage running away, and on more than one occasion I'll be fighting with other players and they'll just up and escape, which isn't as fun since it becomes a game of cat and mouse. With the Magneto power, I feel like a god, but can attest to the fact that the 2 to 3 hit combo can be pretty lame when you're on the receiving end of it. Taking a look at the season as a whole, was it good? Yes, I think so. If you're someone who is into the Fallout series or enjoy the Wasteland aesthetic, then this season was for you. If you're like me and not into those things, I still think there's enough there for you to enjoy. I will say that the central focus of the post-apocalyptic setting does detract from the overall experience a bit. The season currently sits at 25 out of 30 on the Fortnite.gg best season rankings, so maybe people didn't enjoy it as much. Nevertheless, I had a lot of fun driving around in modded vehicles and punching through the air. At the time of writing, I have no idea what Fortnite has in store for next season, but I've enjoyed what we got, and I'm looking forward to what comes next. Thanks for watching, everyone. What did you think of Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 3? Did you enjoy it? Dislike or even hate it? Didn't play at all? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, I make videos on, really, whatever I like. Primarily animated movies and gaming. I stream occasionally if you're into that sort of thing. That's it for me for now. Until next time, support animation artists, take care, and have yourself a damn good one.